The airline industry has always been known to be unprofitable and complicated. Today, I'll provide a detailed analysis between two major European airlines, RyanAir and Dutch Lufthansa. RyanAir is a low-cost Irish airline founded in 1985. With its main focus on intracontinental routes, RyanAir has become one of the largest European airlines in terms of carried passengers. Lufthansa is a legacy German airline with many international routes and low-cost carrier subsidiaries. Established in 1953, Lufthansa, along with its subsidiaries, have become the largest European airline in terms of fleet size and passengers carried. A first glance at the scorecard results can help us conclude that Lufthansa is the better investment of the two. However, it is important to dive deeper. To begin, Ryanair has constantly shown higher CFROI levels over the discount rate. Asset growth has decreased over the past decade after purchasing its initial aircrafts. Shareholder returns for Ryanair are increasing, which signals strong confidence from investors into the firm. For Lufthansa, recent CFROI levels have been less than the discount rate, indicating a negative creation of shareholder wealth. Likewise, asset growth has remained relatively stable due to the choice of using pre-existing aircraft. Shareholder returns have remained stable relative to the market index for the past few decades as well. Sales growth for Ryanair and Lufthansa have begun to see a recent decline, which can be explained by negative outlooks due to Brexit. However, the operating margins earned by Ryanair exceed margins for Lufthansa. This can be due to Lufthansa's diversified operations, including cargo and operating various brands, which could have also lowered the operational quality score. Ryanair solely focuses on intercontinental passenger travel, operates and monopolizes smaller airports, and employs only one type of aircraft to reduce costs. For momentum, Lufthansa scored a lot higher than Ryanair. Lufthansa has shown positive potential for growth in the third quarter, which has recently increased its momentum score. This might have been caused by Lufthansa's successful recovery after an employee strike in October. In terms of valuation score, Lufthansa is extremely undervalued. The HOLT warranted prices for Lufthansa are very different compared to market prices. Ryanair's price changes are less volatile, which can bring more confidence for investors. Finally, for risk, Lufthansa has shown a higher risk of default to repay its debt. Ryanair has a healthier bottom line to finance its debt as there is no risk for default and its bonds have maintained a healthy rating. Therefore, my recommendation is to invest in Ryanair. Firstly, the CFROI analysis shows that its return on investment has constantly exceeded firm discount rates. Secondly, Ryanair has shown high operating margins and low operating costs due to successful fuel hedging, the use of smaller airports, and its low-cost fares. Lastly, there is less price variation. There is no risk for default for its debt. It will be interesting to see what happens not only to Ryanair, but for the airline industry as a whole.